What is going on, guys? Mike here with Chit Chat Gaming. So I have been a big fan of the Uncharted series since back, of course, when it released on the PlayStation 3. As we know, the original trilogy released on the PlayStation 3. I loved it. I beat all three games. I gotta say Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite Uncharted game of all time. But however, though, I never got around to playing Uncharted 4. Now, I did play the beta. I believe there was a beta that came out for it prior to the game's release, of course, where it was basically the multiplayer of it. And I actually really had fun with the multiplayer. I mean, it was pretty basic, almost like a deathmatch type of game or whatnot, or a mode. But again, though, I really enjoyed what I played anyways on the beta. And I was like, this is interesting to see a multiplayer in Uncharted. But unfortunately, I never got around a chance to play an Uncharted 4. I did, however, own the Uncharted headsets, the PlayStation Sony Gold headsets, which is really weird because, again, I never played the game. And it's just the reason why is I just had so much going on at that time that I never really got a chance to do it. So right now, though, I'm extremely excited here because we now have a chance to play this on our PlayStation 5 with brand new upgrades to the game. So we're going to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware, and that's going to be with this game right here. And that's Uncharted's Legacy of Thieves collection. I keep calling it the Lost Legacy collection because that's the name of the game here, other than Uncharted 4 that's included with it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up because I'm actually really interested to see exactly how this looks on the PS5. I love my PlayStation 5, and I've always wanted a chance to play Uncharted 4, Thieves, and as well as Lost Legacy. I've always saw Lost Legacy in the store, and I'm like, you know what, it actually looks kind of neat. It's a different story. It's a spin-off version, a spin-off of the Nathan Drake story and so forth. So I'm like, you know what, I want to go ahead and I want to try both games. So I went ahead and I picked it up, and wow. That's all I gotta say is wow. If you are a fan of Uncharted, even if you played Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy before, and you own a PlayStation 5, do yourself a favor and either A, upgrade your game for $10, because I believe it's $10 to upgrade the game, if you own it for both games. So again, if you pay $10, it automatically upgrades you to the PlayStation 5 upgrade here for $10, and that gives you both Uncharted 4 and of course Lost Legacy. Otherwise, if you don't own the games, or if you want to go ahead and just buy it physically again, then of course you can do so for $49.99 anyways, right here for both games. So I always want to know, like, I was on the fence about it, of course, because I was like, you know what, I never played these games, but I was definitely on the fence because, again, Uncharted 4 came out in 2016. So again, they are older games, they're remastered games. That's perfectly fine as long as they're done right. And in this case, absolutely done right. I'm gonna go ahead and go over a couple of the detail here with what you get with this game here. But if you're definitely wanting to do like see a more in-depth look at the game, definitely check out Digital Foundry. They did an awesome job on breaking the game down and showing all the different modes as well too. So again, with this particular game at $49.99, not only are you going to get two games here, two great games, you're also going to get some new upgrades too as well too. And we'll go ahead and talk about that really quick. So one unfortunate thing I want to go ahead and address is that there is no multiplayer mode, which is a bummer, but it's fine though. As long as I'm getting both games, it's cool. No multiplayer. Is it really a big deal? Do we really play Uncharted for multiplayer? Some might, I know it'd be fun to have. It definitely gives the game some replay value, of course, get to jump into some multiplayer matches and so forth. Like I said, I for one had a lot of fun with the Uncharted 4 multiplayer. But again though, the game is all about the story, and that's exactly the main reason why we pick up Naughty Dog's Uncharted series in the first place. So again though, that's one thing you're going to be missing from the game, but what you're going to be gaining though is going to be awesome here. So what you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting, of course, 3 different new modes to the game. Start with number 1, you're going to get Fidelity Mode. And these are, again, visual upgrades and so forth to the game. So Fidelity Mode is going to give you the 3840 by 2160, aka the 4K mode. So if you have a 4K television, you definitely want, or monitor, anything, you definitely want to take advantage of this. Now, unfortunately, you're only going to get 30 frames per second with this, which is fine though, because this is exactly how it ran on the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. But again though, you're going to get that 4K resolution rather than getting the 1080 resolution as well too. But again, at only 30 frames per second. Now the next mode is going to be my favorite mode, probably most people's favorite mode as well too. It's going to be Performance Mode. Now then, of course, Performance Mode is in a lot of these different remaster games as well too. It always seems to be everybody's favorite because you're going to get the 2560 by 1440, which is the same resolution that the PS4 Pro ran but you're going to get 60 frames per second. So you are doubling from Fidelity Mode and getting that 60 frames per second. Like I said, though, it's going to be the PS4 Pro. A lot of people crapped on the PS4 Pro because it wasn't true 4K. It was, it wasn't native 4K. But again, though, 60 frames per second, this game just feels absolutely fantastic. Now, the last mode you're going to get here is Performance Plus. This one here is a little shaky. It looks good, it runs good, but again, you're only going to get this in 1080. So yes, you're going to drop down to the 1080, which of course is going to be what the PS4 ran in as well too. That's the resolution of the PS4, but you are going to get 120 frames per second. So if your PC monitor or your television is able to run 120 FPS, then definitely take advantage of it. It runs fantastic. I do have a monitor that does indeed handle 120 FPS. And again, it still looks absolutely phenomenal in 1080. I'm not going to just say it looks like crap or anything, because it still looks great in 1080. But how smooth the game runs at 120 FPS is just absolutely fantastic. And I gotta say, on performance mode as well too, coming in at 60 frames per second. Again, I just can't stress the game was already beautiful enough. I mean, this is one of those games, Uncharted games, it's already looked phenomenal. Uncharted 4, from what I've seen, looked great. And of course, Lost Legacy as well too. But I'm telling you guys, on the PS5, just standing in the distance and looking at the freaking horizon and everything as well too, just looking at the scenery, just all the detail that the game has. But when you're driving around in vehicles, you're running, you're doing all the climbing that you do in the Uncharted games, it just, again, at 60 FPS and at 120 FPS, the game just looks absolutely phenomenal, guys. Also, guys, this game is going to come in at 88 gigabytes, which may seem like a lot, but really, for the PS5 and for like the Xbox Series X and so forth, even on PC, because this game will be releasing on PC as well here too, so very, very soon. But however, though, again, at 88 gigabytes, it's really not that bad. Another thing to keep in mind is that with the PS5, you are getting that haptic feedback, so you're getting all the controller support that the PS5, that the DualSense offers with that haptic feedback, and with the amazing 3D audio as well too, which is absolutely fantastic. I cannot say any more about it. Again, if you own the games on your PS4, and you still have it, and you have a PS5 now, and you still want to play these games, definitely pay that $10 upgrade. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. If you don't have the games, like I didn't have the games, definitely pick them up here. Again, at $49.99, you're getting 2 games. You're getting all the new performance. Unfortunately, you're not getting that multiplayer mode, but I can live without that as long as I get to play these 2 great stories. I'm currently playing through Lost Legacy right now on my stream and off stream, of course. But again, though, having a lot of fun with it. Great stories, and they look absolutely fantastic, guys. So I wanted to come on here and vouch for it and say that all 3 of these modes are great. I prefer the performance mode, but again, if you have not picked this game up yet and you own a PS5, definitely do it. The game came out this past Friday. It was alongside of Pokemon Arceus. Again, though, I picked this game over that for right now. I think I'm saying that right, Arceus. Either way, though, I picked this game up over that for right now, just because of the fact that I've never played them, and I definitely wanted to jump into it, and they look absolutely fantastic, and I am not at all, upset with my decision as well here too. Will I pick up Pokemon later on? Yes, of course I will, just not right now. I'm busy trying to beat these games and just have a lot of fun doing it. So again, guys, let me know down below what you guys think here. Have you done the upgrade yet to your PS4, or have you picked up the game on the PS5? Let me know. Like I said, I'm always interested to hear your guys' thoughts as well here too. So make sure you guys like the video if you choose to, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that bell notification to keep updated with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And as always, guys, happy gaming.